Hey guys, welcome back to Love Noir, an Adrien Agreste dating simulator. We are back with our beloved, beautiful baby boy, Chablan, and we are completely lost still. We've been completely lost for a whole week. Let's see where that takes us. Adrien's still, and still Shaw Sharp's claw silver pelt. Not at all, Adrikins. You're still right here in front of me. It's not. Listen, what are you doing here? Why are you in my house? This thing has definitely got a few screws loose. Only a few? Yeah, or all of them. The other Shah leans against the wall, gripping its head back as he thinks, tipping it with his head. Gripping what? Hi, my name is Jared. I'm 19 and I never learned how to read. Got bored, I guess. I've spent so much time all by my lonesome. I suppose I wasn't very keen on returning to living an isolated life when there are just so many new faces. Only, well, our bugaboo doesn't seem too inclined to let me have any fun. Yeah, I wonder why. She shut me down twice this afternoon. Twice! And for what? Trying to talk to a funny little man and his pigeons? You talk to Monsieur Pigeon? The other shot peers down at you. You feel like his crystal clear, shining aqua blue orbs can see right through you. Well, that's a lot of adjectives. Jesus Christ. She told me to keep to myself, so that's exactly what I'm doing. My name's Chablan, by the way. Wasn't sure if you knew that or not. You do now. Nice eyeliner, by the way. Well, name's definitely easier to remember than that what I've been calling you in my head. It's nice to meet me. Chablan gleams, flashing that unsettling dark grin again, before silently sliding down the rock climbing wall. Oh? Swallow thickly as Chablan begins to walk towards you at a lazy gait. Is that a word? That's what you get for not speaking English as a first language. You hold your ground as he approaches, sure that you, of all people, have enough manners to maintain personal boundaries. Apparently, this version of you lacks the same tact, and suddenly you find yourself staring into an ocean of blue. And what was that? You feel a gloved hand appear at your cheek, the claws lightly grazing your skin with a near surgical grace. It was dumb, nothing important. You're surprised to find your heart has jumped into your throat for the third time that day. You should probably go see a cardiologist. No, seriously. This virgin wasn't even remotely similar to Chat Noir, unlike Mr. Bug. It is frankly unsettling as hell. Yes. What is wrong with you? Many things, as we've established before. And yet, here you are with your face flushing like a schoolgirl's. Kawaii! There was just something so mysterious about him. Deeper, darker, alluring, faster, stronger. Your mind flits back to your what? Your mind flits back to your once-lore fanfiction days on the internet. A shameful time in your youth before you'd enter school. You knew the touch of a real human being. Because I was home all the time, and Lorax was my only company. You swallow thickly. Nonsense, Adrikins. His voice is low and raw. His clawed fingers trail gently along the side of your face, landing delicately just below your lip. You shiver. Nothing you could possibly say would ever be foolish. We are one and the same, and I am no fool. You are not proud of the noise you make in response. All that Chablan does is smirk, looking at you with that dark hooded expression, like he knows what's going on inside your head. Same hat, Like he was not only okay with it, he was relishing it. What did I do? Apparently, the scroll wheel does this. Seeing as your version of Ladybug is a smidge less competent than my own, I suspect I shall be around until whenever our dark butterfly friend decides to resurface. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's the one version of Sha who knows Ladybug's true identity. You almost spilled the beans, you naughty boy. Perhaps I'll see more of you until then. Bye-bye. Shablan drifts away from you slowly, leaving you to try and regain try and regen your center of balance. By the time you stabilize yourself enough to move, or breathe, you turn to find Shablan gone, leaving behind him only a slightly drafty breeze that blows through the open window. There goes my hero. Only after you shut the window do you hear Black stirring on your bed. You were asleep all this time? Hey, Adrien. Damn, okay. Hey, Adrien, what the beep is that? I don't swear. Who taught you those words? Leave me alone. You shove Black aside, collapsing straight onto your mattress, still wearing your street clothes. Dirty boy. You'd had a frankly exhausting day on already minimal sleep, and you were ready to crash right then and there. Thank goodness you don't have school tomorrow. And yet, you received 3 different invitations from 3 different versions of yourself, some better and some worse. How on earth were you going to decide which one to meet up with tomorrow? And did you really want to put yourself through that? I think you do. Subconsciously, you know. It's true. Was this really just a hangout, or did they expect to be something more? Geez, what do you think? After several hours, you fall into a fitful sleep. And dream about those 3 gorgeous boys. You wake up the next morning later than you usually do, even for a weekend. You sleep through the whole day. You're surprised Natalie hasn't been up to wake you yet, when you suddenly remember that this was one of the rare Saturdays you've been given complete freedom over your schedule. I have nothing to do. Seriously, this kid has a full schedule and he's only 14. Be real, come on. Father's at an out-of-country conference starting today, so the next couple of days we're bound to relax. Party at my place! Despite your drowsiness, you practically spring out of bed, throwing on the nearest thing you can find. You hadn't even bothered getting out of your old clothes yesterday, but it feels good to change. Your heart literally couldn't beat any faster in your chest. Today's the day of your date with yourself. But which version? Still uncertain. Who do you want to call to spend your day with? Oh! I get to choose? Oh my god, what happens if I just go to my computer? Really want to go with Chat Noir. Now I'm really curious what would happen if I went to my computer. I'm gonna save right here, just to be sure. And I'm going to choose this one. After too many close calls yesterday, you decided to start password protecting your computer. You should have done that from the beginning, dude. And like any good password user knows, you made the code exactly 6 digits long, so it's extra secure that way. Your name is 6 letters. Oh my god, I actually have to type? Oh, what the hell? But I can't. Is it Adrien? Password entered is incorrect. What's the password then? Screw that, I'm trying again. 6 digits. 6 digits. Agrest. No. What is your birth date? When was your birthday? I forget. I need to go look it up.
One eternity later.
Well, I can't find Adrien's birthday for the life of me, so I'm just gonna go and ahead and call Noir. Maybe that safe slot for nothing. You decide to call Noir. If none of you have phones and you have no idea where any of your duplicates might be, you settle on opening your window and calling out for him at the top of your lungs. Come over to my house! You call and you call and you call and your voice starts to go raw. But it's no use. It's obvious no one's showing up. You probably just earned yourself a trip to the madhouse. Dejected, you turn back towards your bed. You should just give up and try to go back to sleep. You rang. Your shattered hopes begin to mend as you turn gleefully to find Noir standing in all his glory at the edge of the window. He holds his belt tail loosely in one hand, swinging it in slow, lazy circles. He wears an easy, lopsided grin. Yeah, 'cause he's handsome that way. Who actually came? Swoon. Sure, why not? Said I wanted to hang out, didn't I? Like I had anything better to do with my time anyway. What with Miss Bug keeping such close tabs on all of us at Kuma Spawn? Geez, is your version of Ladybug mental or something? Is yours? Basically the same. The way she was gong after me with her yo-yo earlier, I saw all night of my life flash before my eyes. Damn, that's deep. Whoa there, no need to be so harsh on Milady. She means well. I'm sure she's just being cautious. He shrugs. I suppose. Anyway. He turns bashful a moment, tracing the floor with his eyes. I guess I also maybe wanted to see a little... I can't stop thinking about yesterday morning. I know it's probably super weird, hearing this from someone who's technically you. What? No, I mean, don't worry. I feel the exact same way. You surge forward, lightly taking one of Shah's gloved hands in your own. When he doesn't immediately pull away, you tighten your grip. We should totally go and do something. Totally. Like, out somewhere. It's super lame not being allowed to go out on weekends. I mean, I'm sure if you of anyone knows that, but still, I was just about to say the same thing. I've been itching to do something not boring since I got here. And Father's out of town this weekend anyway, isn't he? Nod. Yes. Well, I'd say giving Gorilla and Natalie to sleep isn't too far-fetched. What do you think? Wink wink, nudge nudge. Nod eagerly. Yes. Let's go! Just like yesterday, you feel yourself being scooped into Noir's sturdy arms, bridal style. Off we go! Alright, now we're talking. Just don't freak out while we're alright. I don't want to drop you. It's one hell of a way to go. Roll your eyes. Who do you think the original Noir was, huh? Fair enough. Still, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't miss the glint of mischief in Shah's eyes, and suddenly you have the thought that challenging this man or anything was a bad idea. You should know. You're the same person. This is ridiculous. Your fears are confirmed as you're rocketed out the window at full speed. And away we go. Now, seeing as you two are actually the same person, yeah, and you also refuse to go back down from a challenge, merely wrap your arms tightly around Shah's neck without complaint. You aren't going to let him get to you. Predictably, he doesn't slow his pace even if you jump. As you jump, rooftop, rooftop, Honestly though, it's kind of a rush. Being this high up, moving so fast, not being the one in the driver's seat doing it all, has you walking on air. I'm walking on air. You've gone out without permission hundreds of times before, possibly more. This is different. It feels more special. Being snuck out instead of being the one doing the sneaking. It's something warm and fluttery in your chest. Oh, the feels. What? Oh. Hey, we're at Marinette's place. She's right over there. What could only have been several minutes felt like hours before you finally touch back down on the sidewalk. Noir handles you with surprising amount of gentleness and care. Despite his loud and brash nature, he really did operate with a surprising amount of grace. So, what do you want to do? Well, we're in a lingerie, you might as well get some cake. No, I really hadn't thought that far ahead. Is what people call we're planning? Yes, it is. Chuckle. Nah, it's just playing things by ear, that's all. Totally valid. He wears a bemused smile. Ah, I see. Still, I feel like it should be something special, you know? Not every day you get to hang out with a carbon copy of yourself. Weird Al was right all along. I think I'm a clone now. Agreed. How about movies? Works. Sweet. Theater is just a couple blocks from here, I think. Not to know I still suck with directions no matter which version of me it is. Oh, Adrien, I feel ya. I'm also terrible with directions. You guys have no idea. Well, hey now. You're a rock star. You're not that terrible. Father just never let us leave the house much. So I'm not incredibly familiar with the geography of the city. That's all. You notice? Yeah, just teasing. Smile, patting Sha lightly on the head before turning in the direction you hope leads to the movie theater. You end up getting lucky, and not too long later you find yourselves comfortably seated in the dark auditorium of a local cinema. It's hot outside, and the movie theater is dark and cool, a welcome reprieve. Sha had initially tried to sneak you in the back, but you refused to enter, insisting you go around front and pay the ticket price. Good boy. Now you're settled in a large, dark room full of strangers and one superhero who keeps getting side eyes and back glances. Honestly, feel a bit awkward. That was an incredible sight. You've only been to the movies once before, but your friend Marinette, the girl who sits behind you in class. Although back then, people had been staring too. It had been different beast though. I was in a bike helmet, she was in pajamas. It was fun. Couldn't disturb your public image if nothing else. Not that you were concerned with clouds, but having people visibly see you with Chat Noir in public would surely put any suspicions about your true identity to bed. That's what I said last time. The last of a commercial cycle on screen, dissolving into the bright logo of the production studio. I hadn't actively checked what movie you got tickets to, so you have no expectations. It turns out that the movie is an extremely cheesy rom-com about two strangers who win a couple's retreat to Italy. Only the female love interest sister decides to tag along as well. It sounds familiar. Is that an actual movie? Normally, this sort of thing would have been right up your alley. If ever seen them bring to mind certain equally cheesy fanfictions. That's me. When you read so many fanfictions and write them, everything reminds you of them. Fanfictions that were written about you and the cat boy sitting next to you. So instead, you just feel more awkward. Jas seems to be enjoying himself though. He laughs at all the right moments, a bit louder than most, truth be told. A bit louder than most, truth be told. That should have a comma. And that should be a semicolon. And by the time the movie's wrapping up, there are tears in his eyes. Oh. got sort of stopped paying attention a while ago, so you have no idea what he's crying about. You insensitive clod. So instead of watching the finale, he watched Chanoir's face cycle through several highly varied emotions as the climax plays on screen. You can't help the soft smile that touches your lips. Oh, that is so adorable. I swear to God. At one point, something particularly funny must have happened because Sha reaches down to grip the sides of his seat, laughing so hard there are tears in his eyes. Let this guy out. Clearly doesn't know how to act in public. The only problem being, you happen to be setting your hand on the very same armrest he grabs. Oh my. What a cliche. Oh my god, his hand was touching yours. There are only two of you in one armrest. There was only one bed. Oh my god. This is happening. Oh my god. Kyle doesn't say anything about the sudden contact, but he doesn't remove his hand from yours for the duration of the movie either. Your face is still flushed to bright red when you eventually exit the theater, after Shine insists on watching all the credits. It was a good movie. These people deserve the respect of me reading their names. Plus it's a Marvel movie. There's always about 7 cutscenes at the end. Right, where to next, Adrien? Often trying to hide how flushed your face is. Doesn't matter to me. You could just walk around, I guess. I mean, you said it yourself. We don't get out very much. Right, you are there. Let's get a move on then. Maybe we'll finally figure out how this city works. You fall in step beside Chanoir. Your arms swing widely at his sides. His arms swing widely at his sides, and his gaze is set steadily straight ahead. He walks casually, confidently, like he owns the street. Nice. And to an extent, he does. Everywhere you go, dozens sets of eyes follow you. That's a lot of eyes. It feels kind of nice, actually, to walk around in public and not be the one attracting attention for once. Even if, technically speaking, it was still your drawing eyes. It was still you drawing eyes. You, on the other hand, are far more reserved as you walk, arms held firmly at your sides. Despite it all, it feels strange being out with yourself. Your brain helpfully decides to supply a memory of a similar scene in fanfiction you read the other day. Only in that, Adrien and Chanoir had been holding hands. Adrien, stop. You flush again, chasing the thoughts from your head. You really need to stop thinking like that. If anyone manages to nab a picture of you two together, which they absolutely are, or just as many cameras flashing his eyes, that's going to be in the newspaper the next day. I wonder how much this will fuel the fire in the Irish fandom. What? Chanoir seems to notice your reservation, giving you a mildly concerned look. He leans in close, breath tickling the soft blonde hairs by your ear. Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Hey, you doing okay? When you don't respond, he leans back, giving a broad, sweeping look at the crowd of people that have begun to secretly follow you. He turns back to you after a moment. If all this was too much, you could have just said something. Shrug. It's not like I'm particularly bothered by it. The attention? No, I guess you wouldn't be. At least you won't mind this then. God, what are you doing? What are you... Without warning, you feel Chanoir's strong, muscular handsome arms wrap around you again, lifting you into the air. This time though, he slings you over his shoulder, fireman style. Just as he'd said, this definitely increases the reaction of the spectators around you tenfold. It wasn't every day you saw a superhero pick up a celebrity model in 2 different ways. Let's give them something good to write about, huh? Oh my god, that's gonna fuel old fangirls. Cha chuckles softly, speaking so softly it could have been himself. Once again, you're airborne, leaving behind your crowd of admirers. Who heart is nearly beating out of your chest, and your limbs feel numb. You actually did it. Noir had just casually acknowledged the elephant in the room. And what an elephant it was. Fanfiction. He knew about it. Remembered reading it. It's you! Of course he does. Noir had just confirmed the suspicion you'd had since the moment you'd met. Your duplicates had just as in-depth knowledge of Adrien as you did. You don't know what to do with this information, but for some reason you can't stop smiling. Look at Paris. As the sun begins to dip towards the horizon, you catch sight of your city's beloved tower in the distance, rapidly approaching. You're gonna crash into the Eiffel Tower. This is how we die. You can feel Shah's arms working around you, carrying the two of you off much faster than before, until suddenly you're ascending at a near vertical. Whoa. You pick up the tower, enters your field of vision as you climb, and with a final leap, Shah lands on the top viewing deck. It's just that scene from Megamind.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I couldn't hear you over the sound of me saving your life.
Put me down! Right now!
Okay, alright, hold on.
Are you crazy?
Luckily, there doesn't appear to be anyone else up there right now. You lower yourself to the ground, rolled to be up so high without the safety net of your superpowers. That would be freaking terrifying. Miraculous must sap away your adrenaline while you're suited up. It's just being up here as the sun sets into a milky pink sky is enthralling. You run to the railing, leaning your torso over the edge fearlessly. Wind whips around you, tugging at your hair and sending it flying in your face. This is incredible. I'm sorry, it should have more motion. This is incredible. I've been up here only about half a dozen times before. Noir joined you at the railing, crossing his arms loosely over the thin strip of metal. It's such a strong reaction. Strong. Suddenly became George Clooney. John Connery. Honestly, I don't know. Everything just feels different. When I'm here on my own, when I'm here with you. Look over at Shah, the balloon of butterflies in your chest blossoming into a fiery heat consumes your throat, body, and soul. Such a beautiful sentence. I'm gonna use it in future fanfiction. Not Adrien though. Noir, I know we only just met yesterday. Well, technically you've known each other for a long time. I feel like I've known you my whole life. I mean, I have. Yeah, exactly. Not like this. Not while you're here. Real. In front of me. And well, oh geez, I'm totally messing this up, but I guess I just... No, I get it. I feel the same way. It's like everything else pales when I'm around you. School, Ladybug, hell, all of Paris. You drive me crazy, Adrien. Is that wrong of me to say? It's kind of an insult. If you explain the sense, not? Not at all. It isn't weird. Not if we say it isn't. Fair enough. So what if we have it a bit unconventional? Make it work. Can you? Because, Noir, I think... Oh my god. Well, there's no other way around it. I am in love with you. Oh my god, not this again. You make my heart go doki doki, and my brain feel like it's been put in a meat grinder. How could I have such beautiful dialogue and suddenly this? I love you, Noir. Thought I'd never hear you say the words. Oh, yes. Noir smiles, full of love and warmth, as he wraps you in his arms. I want to stay with you forever. it works out wonderfully, as I don't think I'm letting you out of my sights again. We'll have a summer I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a moment. Okay, I'm better now. Breathe in. We'll have a summer wedding. Oh god, I did this thing again, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god. Okay. Just keep going. This editing is so beautiful. I can't handle it. They were wrong. They didn't have a summer wedding. In fact, Adrien and Chanoir's love for each other was so intense, so passionate that they couldn't wait even another day and held the ceremony in private the very next Oh my god, I'm crying. Is this the end? Oh no, there's more. We're both so excited to share the rest of their life with themselves. And what a wonderful life it ended up being too. Raised 3 beautiful children. And a hamster together. Bring out the rest of their days in peace. Forever thankful for the complete disappearance of the Akuma and all together. Many years later, Adrien Agreste died at the ripe old age of 82. And lived a full and content life. Good for him. Oh, this game is nearly killing me, I swear to god. Chanoir disappeared completely after that, and no one heard from the mysterious superhero again. Although sometimes the people of Paris would swear they could hear the ringing of a cat's bell at the burial site of his dearly beloved. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. I can't breathe. Bad ending. Bad ending! What the hell? Why bad ending? This monstrosity was brought to you by Sweet Bun. Thank you, Sweet Bun. Oh my god, what was this game? I can't believe it was just 3 parts. I'm definitely gonna play the other endings. Thanks for playing, you monster. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here. Good thing I saved right at the part when I have to choose when I ask out. So expect the other routes next week. I'm gonna go with Mr. Bug and then end with Chablanc. Oh my god, I still haven't. It's still hard for me to breathe. I can barely talk. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go lie down. See you next week. Bye.